So Dan, welcome to the podcast Human by AI. Believe it or not, you're my first ever guest.
Well, thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Awesome. So for our audience, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, Dan Thurman. I'm the CEO at Frontier Credit Union, Idaho Falls, Idaho. I've been with Frontier Credit Union for 23 years and been CEO since 2017.
I see. So 23 years. That's quite a journey.
Yeah.
Did you really start in the front lines and then made your way up?
Yeah, I started out as a loan officer. I thought I was going to take a job to get me through the end of college, and I was headed up to Montana for a job. I was going to buy a business, and there was a little delay in that transaction. I fell in love with the credit union and the industry, and 23 years later, I'm still there.
What a journey and what a story. So the topic we're going to discuss today is human by AI. And I'll just tell you about myself. I was a big AI skeptic until about 3 years ago. And a moment happened where I tried to return something on Amazon, and an AI bot helped me do it within less than 20 seconds. To me, that was a turning point. So the question I have for you, were you ever an AI skeptic? And was there ever a point that made you an AI believer?
Yeah. So I'd been hearing about AI, and I was pretty skeptical as well. And I remember after a couple conferences, I finally thought, well, I'm just going to try ChatGPT, right? And just see what it does. And I remember going back, and my oldest son was in college, and I said, Spencer, have you heard of AI? Have you heard of ChatGPT? And he's like, yeah, Dad, this is so cool. And he started telling me about it, and he was using it, and they were having him do some stuff in college. And I thought, wow, if they're this involved in college with it, it's going to take off. It's going to be awesome. And so that was kind of the turning point for me. That's where I really thought it moved beyond a concept to this is going to transform our industry.
And Dan, when you first used ChatGPT, did you use it to plan an itinerary, or how did you even use it?
You know, I don't even remember, but it's become such an integral part of an integral tool for me that just helps me be more efficient. It helps take concepts and ideas that I have and accelerate the output.
I see. So let's say as a CEO, do you use ChatGPT or these AI tools to write speeches or some use case? How do you even use it?
Yeah, so some of the stuff that I need for a quarterly newsletter or a letter of recommendation or there's so many times that I use AI. Just to help me, and sometimes it's just to dig deeper into thoughts. I'll use it if we're reading a book as a senior team. I'll read the book and then I'll ask ChatGPT or some other AI what are the biggest takeaways, what are some discussion points. So it helps me just learn better and dig deeper into topics.
So about reading a book, my son always gets his homework. He has to read chapters within a book. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times he'll just tell me that, Daddy, I'm done, when he's not really read it. So this is how I'm using ChatGPT. I'll take a book. I'll say, for this chapter 1, 2, and 3, give me 3 or 4 questions and the answers. And then I'll ask my son those questions and answers to really test whether he's really read the book.
So he found out, and now he's going to ChatGPT to say, what is my dad going to ask me?
Maybe he has, because his answers are getting better and better.
There you go.
Over time. Wonderful.
Kids are smart.
Yes. Especially with AI.
Yeah.
They're smarter. So the topic really here to explore is human by AI. And Dan, I know in the credit union movement, there's a lot of sort of debate that the true credit union difference really comes from that human touch. And whether sort of going down the AI route is really credit unions are going to lose their sort of differentiation, which is the human touch. I'm sure you have some thoughts about that. So how are you and your credit union thinking about this? Where can we apply AI? Where do you apply the human touch?
Yeah, I heard someone say that AI helps us stop doing the irrelevant or the annoying work, right? And it allows us to focus on the things that are more in depth, more human touch oriented. And so the repetitive day-to-day things that we do, AI helps us eliminate those or speed those up or reduce the time that I need to or my employees need to interact in that way. And it allows us to do things more strategically. It allows us to have more time to interact with members and really focus on the areas where humans are going to shine.
And perhaps for our audience, can you give us a couple of examples where you applied AI to sort of take care of that redundant work and really where humans are really shining?
Yeah. So we had a process where we had new accounts that were being audited, and we couldn't audit all of them because of time constraints, but we picked a certain percentage of new account forms to audit, and we had a team that was reviewing those and then rating them, and then they'd send any discrepancies back to be corrected. And we've worked with AI and optical resolution to train a program how to do that check on the form.
See.
And now instead of auditing just a fraction of the forms or percentage of the forms, we audit 100% of them with 98% accuracy.
Wow.
And we return the results within 15 minutes of the account being open. And so it's allowed us to improve our work, do it much more efficiently. That team that used to be auditing, now they can do other things, and they can really focus on the problems that come out of that audit instead of the repetitive task of looking at all these forms.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure for those colleagues, just like going through forms and just trying to scan them, trying to find mistakes, etc., was not a fun job.
Yeah.
Very repetitive,
Yep.
very boring. But now if you can get what is broken and then just focus on that.
Yep. And also it allows us to congratulate those that are doing a great job, right? Because it kicks out those results really quick, and if people are completing the account forms with no errors, we get that feedback immediately, and we can give great praise to them.
I see. And who's filling out these account forms? Is that the credit union employees or the member or both?
It's a little bit of both.
I see. Yeah, I hate writing.
Yeah.
So whenever I fill out forms, my handwriting is not that great, and I always make mistakes.
Yep.
Yeah, wonderful. Yeah, another thing, Dan, I've heard about sort of in general, sort of geopolitically, is AI is coming for my jobs, right? There's a lot of fear out there that listen, and there's like a lot of hype and hearsay going around, right? Like AI will automate everything. All humans will have to do is, hey, work 3 days a week or go to the beach, et cetera, et cetera. All jobs are going to be lost. There's tremendous amounts of fear out there. So when you started implementing AI at your credit union, did you come across such fears?
Absolutely, and those fears are still out there, and a lot of people have that fear, right? What I tell our team is that if you look at your jobs right now, everyone is so busy. There's more work than we can do, and AI is just a tool to help us be more efficient. The other thing that I tell them is AI is not going to replace people. AI will replace people that don't understand AI.
Aha.
So there's a big difference. Like if you want to be here long term, then learn the new technology and embrace it. And if you know how to work with AI, you'll have a job for years in the future.
Yeah. I was at a conference earlier this year, Eltropy's conference called Emerge, and a professor from the Wharton School of Business was speaking, and this topic came up, and the professor said it very succinctly that AI is not coming for your jobs. It's people with AI will replace people without.
Yep, exactly. I believe that 100%.
Yeah. And I love sort of the framework you created for your employees. And what's been their reaction? Are they still worried? Are they still scared? How's the mood?
When we started down this path at the credit union, we created an AI committee.
I see.
With people from all different areas of the credit union. We brought them together, and we told them, just imagine everything that you do, and how can AI help? What could AI do with all these different tasks that you do in all your departments and branch responsibilities? And so we just compiled this list, and we got people throughout the entire organization thinking and talking about it. And then we took that list and we started creating like a priority list of what we wanted to tackle first. And as we've tackled some of those things and shown some wins, it's building some excitement. Now we have people saying, well, can you come and do this?
Yeah.
Can we be next? Can we, so as you gain efficiencies, as you improve people's work life through the use of AI or other technologies, pretty soon there's enough wins that the tide turns and they get excited about. And now we have people raising their hands saying, come and do ours next.
Yeah.
Our priority needs to be next.
So I love that. It's like creating like a quick win.
Yeah.
Then that becomes the story goes around, and then people are like, aha, maybe I can do this, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so Dan, that's all we had. Congratulations on how much you've accomplished. And secondly, big congratulations for surviving to being the first guest on my podcast. And with that, we'll do some water cheers with you, sir.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I wish you all the best in this podcast.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thanks.